Good morning everybody. It is Saturday and it's about 6 a.m. thereabouts, and I'm still over there at the TAFE. I had to go back there from that spot that I was in yesterday because the weather turned pretty bad and it was raining, and I thought, you know what, I can't stay in that spot for the night, so I went back to where I knew I'd be okay. And I'm just down here at this lovely spot. That bridge that you see there is coming from the kind of the Bairnsdale direction. It's got that massive hill up there that I came down the other time when I first got here, and I'm just on this river here, this inlet. I've just done my ablutions, had a nice little toilet block behind me. I'll show you that in a minute. Right up there is some lovely marinas, like mooring places. Right up in there. Just there is the toilet block I just went to. Just over there's a really good kids playground. There's really clean a barbecue area with tables and chairs, and I've just pegged out a lovely little spot to, if I end up staying here for another night or two, because even though it's not raining at the moment, it's actually quite windy, and as you know, that semi-trailer living module acts as like a sail on a yacht, and you can get blown all over the road very quickly. So this spot just here is a flat section just up here that I could park up quite easily and have that as my doorstep for a couple of days. The only issue with it is that people are going to come down with their kids, and a lot of people are going to come over and want to have a chat, so I have to weigh that up, whether I'm going to stay, whether I'm going to go, in terms of the wind. Am I going to head off to Lake Tyers, stay there for a few days and then come back here, or will I continue to Warbost? I've got to be back by the 11th of March for my teeth appointment, and I've had a look around this area for storage and there's nothing here. It's really weird. This is a boating place, right? And the nearest storage places, according to Google, are back in Meetung. And that's back up that bloody godforsaken hill, which would probably take me at least half an hour to 45 minutes in the highest gear and the lowest level of the Bafang setting, like 1 or 2, to get up there. And quite frankly, I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm going backwards instead of forwards. So I got some decision making to do, so I'm going to head back, have a coffee and have a think, and we'll go from there. This is that skateboard ramp, skating area that I kind of loosely showed you the other day, but I never came across here. And it's just sort of on the side and below the bridge of the big hill coming into Halfpipe, into Lakes. And I went across, used the ablution block there, and I'm just walking back, and I'm always on the lookout for another stealthy spot, because I preferably don't like to stay in the spot for too long. But the TAFE thing was just a great fit, because the TAFE teachers and the manager Ben, they're all very kind and let me stay there, and I had me mate Calvin across the road, that if I needed a tool or something, he was there. And what are these black things here? Are they leeches? What are they? See them? They're all over the path here. They look like leeches. Anyway, I'm sure they're not, but I don't want to stand on one just in case. Anyway, oh wow, look at this. I probably wouldn't stay right here, guys, because bike path right here, walking track, bike path, skateboard ramp right there. I imagine this spot will get quite busy with people if I was to park up over here somewhere. But have a look at that view, man. I mean, that's just incredible. And there's some flat ground here. I could make it work, I think, if I was to do it. It's a bit unlevel through there, but just up here, there's an area there I could possibly stay there. Doing some work there. Just beautiful. Lake's entrance is just gorgeous, man. I mean, what a place to be marooned, hey? What a great place to be marooned. Alright. G'day people, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I am actually leaving Lake's entrance. Headed towards Lake Tyers. It's only about 13 k's. Probably take me an hour and a half, depending how bad the hills are, maybe 2 hours, so it'll still be daylight when I get there. Just like to say a big thanks to the people at the boat TAFE here. They've been very good to let me camp out here for the time that I have while I was fixing the rig, and now it's time to move on. And just a big thank you to all the people that I've met in town and Lake's entrance. It's a beautiful place with beautiful people, and I'll always remember it. Alright, I'll check in with you when we get to Lake Tyers. Ciao for now. Going up a pretty steep hill here, guys, coming out of Lake's entrance. Car wash there. House on the hill. Many houses on the hill. Over there. And so far the shoulder's alright. But I'm not sure how much further, or longer I should say, this hill goes for. We will see. So far so good. I'm in level 2 on the Bafang, and I'm in the second. Wow. So I'm in level 2 on the Bafang, and the second highest gear, or lowest gear, whichever way you call it, the second easiest gear. And we'll see when we get to the top of this hill how warm the casing is, or whether this thing cuts out or not. It's a pretty hot day, so not only is the motor going to be working hard, but as you can see, the sun's like right on it, on the casing, so it's going to be hot anyway. We'll see. All right. Well, not even a quarter of the way up this hill, guys, and guess what? It cut out. My goodness. Oh, it's just got to have to do with the weight, surely, and just because it's pulling so much weight, it's really overheating. And but anyway, still, with the 750 motor, it is a much better fit for me personally, even though it's still cutting out. It's much better on flat. You can sort of do a turn in a road, in traffic and stuff, and go a lot faster than I could before. And that equates to better safety, and that's a good thing. So anyhow, let's keep going. Alright guys, I've just pulled over to feel the heat. Yeah, she's quite hot, so that's got to be what it is, just overheating. Alright, let's keep going. I think the hill up there is starting to plateau out, so let's get up there and we'll pull over for 10 or 15 minutes, let this rig cool down. Alright, so I'm just here in the shade letting the Bafang cool down. It cut out in a total of 3 times coming up that steep hill. I don't even know how long the hill was. I think it was even less than a kilometre, maybe 600 metres or so, whatever. But yeah, it cut out 3 times, and so I'm just going to let it cool down. Up ahead is another hill, so I'm going to really have to let it cool down. before I head off up there, maybe 5-10 minutes. I've been here for maybe 60 seconds already, and it's already feeling a lot cooler than it was. And yeah, so I'll get going in a minute. Alright. So you saw me letting the bafang cool down on that bike path, footpath thing, right? Now, there's a reason why I stay on the road 99.99% of the time, unless the bafang needs cooling down. I'll try and find somewhere off the side of the road like that path. And I thought I'll just go up there a bit if it turns, you know, like a bollard system or whatever, and I can't get through, I'll just turn around and come back. Well, it went for quite a while, and then it went from the footpath to the road with a bloody kind of a gutter nearly like this, and there's just no way that I was going to be able to go down that without hurting the rig. So I had to turn around and find a spot where I was over dirt and grass, and I almost got it bogged. But that's why I don't go down footpaths as a rule, unless I know for sure that I'm going to get through, and you don't. So that's why I don't normally do it. So we're almost at the top of this hill, and it looks like there may be like it either plateaus or goes down a bit. As you can see, that car's disappearing, going down. Wonderful. That will give this bafang and me a nice rest. We might be able to get over 5 kilometers an hour. We're not even doing anything. It won't even register on the speedo. Oh, look at that. Oh, fuck, it's all, mate. I don't know if you saw that, guys. I had to sort of move out from some glass on the left, and because some of these cars are not giving me a wide enough berth, nearly got cleaned up. Anyway, alright. Here we go, we got a down section, you little ripper. I better make sure it's not too tight of a turn at the bottom. I don't want to come to grief. Alright, we're coming up to the Lake Tyers beach turn-off, guys. Dead ahead. Now, I'm going to have to get over into the right to get over into the turning right lane. And I'm up a hill, going up a hill. Talk about scare factor of like a billion. So even if I manage to get over in the right lane, am I going to see the oncoming traffic and have time to turn around safely? We'll see, but I can't show you because I need both hands on the handlebars. All right. Here we got the, I believe this will be, oh actually it's not Lake Tyers yet. I was going to say that was the Lake Tyers CFA, but there's the beach there, Lake Tyers Beach, 4 kilometres. And so we're coming into a primary school, people. Little primary school there. And this is the road that Trevor told me to come down, my tactician stratagem man. Lake Tyers Beach Road. And recreation we were. Yes, look at that, isn't that nice? There's a place I could come back to if I need it. I'll be happy to stay there. Looks like it's got a nice toilet block and everything. That's Mill Point Road, we don't want that. Lake Tyers Beach. Only 3.8 k's left to go, Trevor. Alright. Now, is that douchebag that nearly ran me off the road a minute in that bloody white van? Ooh, you're lucky I'm keeping going, mate. Tell you what. Alright. Noted for later. Hello! Some people waving. I can't show you because I'm going to run off the road if I do. Alright. Okay, we're getting close. The sign back there said Red Bluff Surfing Beach. I imagine we're not far away at all now, Trevor, my boy. We're going to the Water Wheel Tavern. If it's open, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Sunday sips sort of thing, and I might roll in there at happy hour, and I'll be very happy about that. I'm only going to call in for one lager. Then, with Trevor's help, I'm going to find a stealth spot. Then just peg it, as in like identify it, and then maybe back to the water wheel for a counter meal type scenario. Alright, let's have a look where we're going. There's a sign, Lake Tyers Beach. Coming up to the sign. So I'm going to just assume we're here. And I don't believe I'm going to be making an ass out of you or me by doing that. Lakes Beachfront Holiday Park. Well, it looks very spiffy, but not as spiffy as the beach, where I'll be bloody well camped out tonight, folks. You know, I'm a free grazer. Yes, free graze is the way to go. Mountain Mama, West Virginia, I'll take you home. I'll take you home. Well, folks, I almost talked myself out of continuing this lap of Oz for various reasons. One of them being I'm finding it really taxing with a lot of people coming up to me all the time. I knew that would happen. I just didn't know it was going to be so taxing. So now I find myself racing into a town, grabbing what I need and getting the hell out of there as quickly as I can. The other thing too is I've nearly been skittled at least 4 or 5 times on my way here today, and it's only been 13 kilometres down the road, and that's another reason. And the other reason was, well, I found myself in a beautiful part of the country, Lakes Entrance, surrounded by boats, and as you know, that's my next project. Anyway, Calvin, my new friend that I made, who is fitting out or refitting and painting that very fast yacht, I was going to sort of hang around and give him a hand and get him up to speed and get him out on the water, and and then we were having a look at boats online, and I'm like, oh wow, they're pretty cheap at the moment because of this whole COVID schmovid thing, and I thought, oh, maybe. And one of the boat's adverts was swap for something interesting, swap full trade or part trade with money or whatever. Hang on, guys. Bit of a downhill at the moment, mate. Someone's waving. Give them a wave. And going up a hill now. I don't know where this Water Wheel Tavern is because my phone's charging in the back, so I have no idea where it is. We'll find it. Don't worry. G'day, mate. How are ya? Alright. Another hill. Another hill. Alright. G'day, mate. Good, thank you. How are you? Thanks, mate. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here, though. That hill out here is just ginormous. I'm riding the brakes all the way down. I reckon you could cook an egg on them. Oh, mate, it's crazy. All around Australia, but I've just left Nyora about 30 days ago, and I was just in Lakes Entrance for a week. I had some issues with the rig and I had to fix it, and my mate said, oh, you got to go to the Water Wheel Tavern and have a pint. I'm like, man, I wish you had told me that the bloody the hills here. They forgot to mention the hills. There's no mention of hills. Mate, that going down them's all right, but not going back up. That's crazy, man. So I'm gonna tell him off on YouTube. He's gonna see it tonight. I'm gonna tell him off.
I have to say,
thanks.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
I don't think I'll be leaving here. The hills are so steep.
Well, that's why we live here.
Yeah. So
Good on you.
Thank you. Thank you. Trevor, I think you've killed me, mate. The hills around here are ginormous. I don't know if this rig's going to get me up the hill, mate. I'm going to try it now so I know, and go from there. Alright, mate, I think from now on we need to look at the gradients in Google Maps, buddy. Mate, I can't even show you the gradient of this hill here coming into the water wheel because this part's not as steep, but back there, my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there, Trev. Really, seriously. Anyway, when in Rome, I'm going down for a pint of lager. I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, here we go, down the steepest hill in the history of man. You know, my mask broke the other day, and now I have to wrap the bloody thing around my ear. I look like a fucking idiot. Anyway, hopefully we don't need them on in there, but I think we do. No, I don't see anyone else with one on there. Right, let's check it out. Here we are, Trev. Here we are, buddy. The Water Wheel Tavern. Now I better turn it off. Check that out. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Lake Tyers beach. Beautiful, man. There's nowhere for me to camp down here. This is it. To the left, around there. It's only a small car park. There's no way I'm going to be able to camp there, so I've got to go up this big hill again. But I've got some hydration right there. That's going to help me get up that hill. I'm going to drink that and go. Alright. Mate, this is the hill of all hills. And all I can smell is the motor cooking. So I'm going to have to pull over somewhere in a second and try and let it cool down somehow. Good heavens, I think this thing's upside down. Anyhow, it is. Alright. Just come down this street, guys, off to the left of the hill because I need to let the motor cool down and just see what's up ahead. And then we'll continue on in about 10 minutes once it's cooled down. I haven't come far, maybe 200 metres from the pub, and the thing's cooking. You could cook an egg on that casing. My goodness. Just had another chap come down on a recumbent trike, and he said, oh, we're up near the highway. We're in the white van. I swear, I'm thinking, I almost said it was you that nearly ran me off the road, but I don't think it would have been him, being a fellow trike man. Hang on, got a call coming. Alright, look at that view, guys. I'll just show you where my rig is. You see it over there, parked up. And it's just a little flat bit of road that came off that massive hill somewhere up the hill. And mate, all I could smell was burning components. That to give you some idea of the gradient of this bloody hill here. Anyway, here I am, I'm just taking a breather, and the Bafung as well. We're at Lake Tyers, beautiful spot. Absolutely beautiful. And now I've got to go find a spot to camp out. I might go and camp out with the recumbent people in the white van. Alright. I don't know if you see the gradient on this hill or not, guys. A bit hard to tell, but it is quite severe. Anyway, I'm going to get to the top of this hill. I just got a call from my son who wants to have a video chat with me, so I need to find somewhere private away from the spot that I was thinking of going to, where there are other people sort of staying there, because I need to eat something first. I'm starving, and then I've got a video call with my son, This is all going to happen before 7:30 because he goes to bed at 7:30. It's 6:10 now, so I've got to make it happen real quick. Or I just have a snack now and then call him back and then have dinner later. Something like that, perhaps. But this hill is ginormous. And, yes. Alright. Going up a viewing at the end of this is a viewing platform apparently, guys. See where it goes. See the view. Track goes to the right there and to the left here a little bit. And oh my goodness, have a look at that. Well, just to see that was worth all those hills. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Down here on a walk bridge thing. Hope it doesn't fall and break. Bustling for a wee. That pint of lager went straight through me. Oh my lord, it did. Hang on a second. Check that out, guys. My goodness. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I'll just let you know my battery is completely flat because I haven't wired it up very well to receive the solar when I'm pedaling, and the wire popped out of the ridiculous little way I had it done. And even though this place was only 13 kilometers from Lake's entrance, it is the most hilly place I have ever encountered in my entire life. It's bloody just crazy. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to hang around this place, guys, just on account of how hilly it is. Anyway, but the battery's dead flat, so I can't go very far. There's a little school down the road. I may have to camp out there at night. The place where I've parked my rig down here before this walk and view here is on a weird angle, so I can't stay there either. And I've got to find somewhere soon because I've got to call my son. Alright.